There we go. That is excessive. This is freaking crazy. My pond is on fire. All right, we let her get a little out of control. Well, kids, this is not clickbait. We are literally going to catch this entire pond and area on fire today. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would we do that? But before we explain that, let me just say, I'm on a road to 1 million subscribers this year, 2021. We're gonna get there, but I need you guys to help me out. 50% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed. So hit that little red button right below the video, make it turn gray, click the bell notification. You can always unsubscribe later. It's free to do so. Let's get to 1 million this year. So why are we doing this, Badge? We're not pyromaniacs. We don't enjoy starting fires unless it's like to fire up a grill to cook some good meat, some steaks or something, fry up some golden crispies. But this is a fire that has a purpose. On properties like this all across the country, once a year, you can take part in what's called like a controlled burn. It's when you set a large area of brush or trees or woods or whatever on fire with the intention of removing all the really thick grass, brush, thorns, small trees, whatever. But it's a controlled burn because you've got the area kind of roped off, not roped off literally, but you've got a separation between the area on fire and the rest of the area. Like for example, our house that we don't want to burn down, or the adjacent woods that we don't want to burn down. Now our good buddy Daryl, who's our next door neighbor, who's a person who's helped with this land for a long time before we bought it, he's kind of guiding us along the way. He may even be out here helping us. But this is gonna be pretty intense, Badge. Here's just a brief synopsis of what's about to happen. I'm gonna take the old Tiki Torch Junior right here. This is freaking awesome. It's like a bamboo pole. Feel how light it is.
Sheesh. But
it's so big. It seems like it's gonna be really heavy, but it's not. We're gonna take this bad boy right here, and around it we're gonna wrap a few of these bags and some lighter fluid, kind of get the bags nice and moist, tie it around it with a little piece of rope, basically creating a giant 10-foot tall torch, okay? Now here's the best part right here. Then the person with the torch is gonna get in the kayak, get out in the pond, and you see these peninsulas, you guys know, you should know them pretty well, the little islands, little fingers that come out. We're gonna start the fire, start a controlled burn on those fingers, and let it work its way up the rest of this backside of the property right here and burn out all that brush. Now, while the person's in the kayak setting fires on the property, the other person, which is gonna be Badger in this case, he's gonna be in the old gator right here, and he's gonna be ripping around with shovels and stuff and finding little fires that are kind of coming off the big fire and putting them out, because we want the fire to only burn what we want it to burn. We don't want it to get out of control. This is gonna be pretty crazy, man. Are you having a little reservations about this? Because I know I am.
I'm kind of excited. I have nothing to lose.
I'm definitely, yeah, I know, right? I'm excited, but I'm also kind of nervous. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Now, it has rained, like 2 days ago, it had rained for 2 days straight. So the woods are nice and moist, you know, which is what Daryl was telling us. You want to wait for after a good rain. That way the woods, they're pretty wet. They shouldn't catch on fire. There's also what's a north wind, which on this property is going to keep the fire blowing back towards the pond, which is good. That's what we want. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much more to say. I'm going to strap a GoPro on. Badger's going to have a GoPro following him. And what's about to ensue may just be the most intense, scary thing that ever existed. Because even if the fire is under control, it's gonna seem like it's out of control because it's gonna be huge. This is a huge area. Look at all this brush. I mean, just follow along all that tall brown grass all the way around the backside of the pond. All this is gonna be on fire at one time. Just so the fact that that's like a normal thing is gonna be hard for me to accept, but this will be good. I've been told by Daryl they do this every year, and next spring, or this coming up spring, the grass is gonna grow back nice and beautiful green, and it's gonna be really low. That way snakes won't be in there. And why don't you strap a little GoPro on me, Badge, and let's set my pond on fire. Oh! Get some water in my bucket. Safety first, kids. Currently, it's extremely imperative when you're lighting a massive fire to have buckets of water already filled up standing by. There it is. So we're gonna start a little small fire first before we get the big fire going. Daryl's kind of helping us out here, and the idea is the way the wind's blowing, we're gonna try to burn like a little 10-foot stretch. This is kind of like the stopping point of the fire. We want the big fire to stop right here. So to do that, we're gonna burn this area first and then put it out, let it be out. That way, once the big fire reaches this point, it's got nothing else to feed on. It's got no more grass to keep growing. Charlie is really liking it out there. He had his whole face in it. Hey, what the heck is he doing?
He's about to be terrified.
Yeah, I'm about to be terrified.
Oh gosh.
God, I feel like I'm doing something so wrong right now. Starting a huge forest fire. But it's controlled though. We know what we're doing, kinda.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Keep this beat back here.
Yeah. Oh, I done already lost my bag.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. What I'm doing.
Yeah, just keeping that back end from.
Keeping it where.
I know Charlie's just hanging out. He's like, I don't care. So all this kind of getting back here, that's good. That's we want it to get back there.
Go like crazy right there. You ain't worried about that.
All right, cool.
It ain't gonna jump that creek.
Yeah, it's not gonna go over that big creek right there. The wind is doing perfect though. It's blowing perfectly how we want it to, like blowing it towards the pond.
See, it ain't taking off like crazy. Now when it hits that peninsula, it's gonna take off like
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Gotta hurry up, move my fish feeder before I get killed. We've got it in the ground so good. All right, that's a good idea. So the idea here is we're going to back burn this right here. That way we can kind of stop the fire again right here, so that way it doesn't melt our fish feeder completely. Yeah, another solid idea by Daryl. He's done this a bunch of times. Retired game warden. Pretty smart guy. Knows how to do this stuff the right way, the safe way. Plus it's just not a very windy day in general, so that's kind of a good day to do this kind of stuff. Don't you worry, boys. We're still going to get in the kayak and light it from the pond as well. Just got to get some safe little back burnt areas to where we're not burning down the entire property. You know what I'm saying? That's perfect. The wind's blowing it right across. Get this little peninsula burnt up. We're going to be good to go here. All right, they're telling me to get out of here. About to be trapped. Come on, Johnny. Come on. Yeah, I don't want to get trapped on a peninsula that's on fire. That's for sure. God, that thing is catching. Yeah, once it hits that peninsula, it's just going to go.
And if you had that tall stuff all the way down, you'd be like looking out running.
That tree is screaming. This is so cool though, how quickly it goes out, and now you've got this area that's, once we light the big fire, it's not going to catch all this. It's
and now we can get around here and get this. You could actually probably start.
Yeah. Yeah, let's start it. And we're basically just drawing a line. Just drawing a line to where the big fire over here is not going to be able to cross. Well, if we're ready, I'll start. I don't know how long I'll be able to drag this thing, but I'll try to be a little quicker if I can.
Yeah, you can go a little quick. I'll feel a little better about it.
All right, we let her get a little out of control. It's okay though, we got her. We got her. We got her, man, it's okay. All right. Whew. Things were getting a tad out of control, but we got it. I think we got it under control. Daryl moves the bucket. That's because we were taking pictures and stuff. Whew, that was intense. Well, I was taking a picture and I looked up and this was on fire. I was like, damn, I didn't want that to get on fire.
No.
All right, so me and Bads were a little distracted for a minute, and the fire, it didn't get out of control. It almost got out of control. We don't want it to get over there, even though there's a little, like a creek, kind of a cliff right there. It still could jump over to Daryl's property. We certainly don't want that. We just don't want the fire to get out of control in any situation. So luckily we had the water buckets full already. So we went ahead and hit them, flattened it out with shovels. Like Daryl said, you left us for 5 minutes, man. You come back and the damn woods are on fire. It's okay though, we got it under control now, and we're almost, yeah, leaving the kids unattended, never a good idea. But we've almost got the section completely back burnt that we want to be back burnt to start what we call the big fire. And that's gonna be all the rest of this stuff. So everything's going well as of right now. Like Daryl likes to say, in theory, this should work. All right, This is the moment right here, boys. God, look at how much of that's burnt already. That's crazy. All right, I need my fire stick, not my Amazon fire stick.
Nice. Yes.
That? You like that?
Throw a solid dad joke in here.
Oh my God, I gotta keep it dry. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, don't get it wet. Get it wet. Dude, I have a feeling once I start these fires, this is gonna escalate pretty quickly. You ready for this? You're gonna have to be on your game, man.
Let's get it.
All right, let's get it. Come on, bag, burn. There we go. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh my God, here we go. This is gonna be really fun to do by myself. There we go.
How much you want to bet he lights his kayak on fire?
Lost my rag. Well, I've lost my fire stick. I actually lost the bag that was attached to it that was actually doing the burning. So now we're having to resort to a little old school pyrotechnic technique.
Wow. So while LOJO's over there struggling through, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the excess bags and try to start it up here. Maybe we can meet him with some big fire flames. Get this thing really cooking. Come on, Charles. Watch yourself, buddy. There you go. There you go. There we go. That is excessive. Oh, it's burning my hand, dog. Oh, oh. We're good. Yeah.
Good God, that side started pretty quick. Jesus. that started pretty quick. God damn. Damn, boy. This is freaking crazy. My pond is on fire. Oh my God. The smoke is real. It's weird. This I think there's some moisture that's still, you know, in the grass here, because there's certain areas that are burning really good and other areas that we're really having a hard time starting, as you guys have seen. So it's kind of a letdown. I feel like maybe the best flame that we were gonna get today already happened when we almost lost control of that first fire. But Daryl makes a good point. You know, once this dries out a little bit more in a couple of weeks, get another good rain again, let it dry out some more, and kind of do this again, spot burn it maybe with a better plan next time, because we really hadn't, I don't know, mistakes were made by Badge and myself. But big shout out to Badge with the shovel. Look at the shovel paddle game. How's it working?
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's pretty heavy, I'm sure.
It's not really a lot of current out here, so.
Not a lot of wind to deal with. I tell you what we need is Flair's flamethrower. We need one of those flamethrowers.
We do.
The Elon Musk flamethrower. Did we get those still?
I think they sold out.
Oh,
they're probably on eBay.
Yeah, we'll probably get on eBay, no problem. Yeah, because you can see, I mean, we're getting the fire started, and then they're going out on their own. So that just means that around, especially around the fingers, it's like all the stuff up there burnt really good, but the stuff around the pond, you know, must just be a lot of moisture. So, wow, well, we definitely put a huge dent on this, as you guys can see. I mean, we burnt a ton of this brush over the last 3 hours. I will admit, there's a little bit of an anticlimactic ending, because we thought when we lit the back sides of these little islands that it was just really going to take off and turn into a big fire. But a couple things happened. One, the wind kind of changed up on us. Two, I think there's some more moisture on this grass on the peninsulas than there was on the grass that we burned when we first started. That stuff was burning good. But here's the thing. Let's do this. You guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button a ton of times, all right? We get 10,000 views on this video. We're gonna try this again because there's still more brush that needs to be burned. But we'll get some type of a flamethrower in the mix. I don't know how hard they are to get, Or maybe we could borrow one from Flare. I don't know. But 10,000 likes, let's make it happen. We're gonna flamethrower out here and really clear some brush the way God intended. Big shout out to Badge for helping out behind the camera and stomping out some fires. Big shout out to our neighbor Daryl, who's a cool guy, and he just kind of has a lot of knowledge about this kind of stuff. He does it every year. So big shout out to him for kind of guiding us along the path. Remember, always be safe when you're doing this. I mean, we were taking a lot of effort behind the scenes of the camera to make sure it was safe. We were stomping out flames left and right, make sure they didn't get too far. We kind of knew which way the wind was blowing. We did all of our research beforehand. So yeah, be safe if you're ever gonna attempt something like this, kids. Then finally, hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Remember, we are on the road to 1 million this year. So make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, enable those. And remember, you can always unsubscribe later if you decide you don't like the kind of crazy stuff that me and Badge do out here. But anyways, we need to keep an eye on this fire for a little bit longer. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We had a hell of a lot of fun doing this. See you guys later. We out.
It's the money.